Okay, I just really need to talk about this because it's been 4 years since the last trailer and however fucking long since Bayonetta 2. And I'm just really excited. I think I clocked what this was as soon as I saw the dog. The art style just really hit me. And just everything about this trailer is so interesting and drops so many story hints. So first of all, these big things. We've never seen them before, but that's nothing new. Bayonetta introduces new enemies every time. That's half the fun, honestly. But notice that they're not invisible. Yeah, every other game had the enemies only in Purgatorio, which was this. Oh, and there. It's clearly made up of like human souls or humanoid shapes at least. I'm gonna go back. Yep, come out of the fire. But when it appears, you can see hands and people just, yep, it's not being subtle about that. So they're amalgamations of people in one way or another, but they're in the physical world rather than in Purgatorio where the angels and the demons fought. And that's new, so that's an escalation, I suppose, which every game has to do. Oh no, now they can be seen by normal folks. Yep, P for Platinum, I'm assuming. I'm guessing that this one also goes by Bayonetta. Or Cereza, actually. She might have no need for the name Bayonetta since she only picked that up after she lost her memories. Okay, here we go. So, this clearly isn't our Bayonetta. It's not the one that we've played as the last couple of games. And that's not because of what she's wearing or anything, although I do think that's a tad out of character, but first of all, the voice actor. And then there's also just subtleties to her personality. She's got the Lolita K-pop starlet thing going on. I don't know about anyone else, but that just feels a bit out of place for our Bayonetta. No, this is a different one. This girl is... yep, that's not Madama Butterfly. It's clearly a Madama, but it's not the one that we've seen so many times. We know what Madama Butterfly looks like. She's not that flamboyant. Yeah, the moment I saw this, sure, Bayonetta dances to summon her creatures, but she doesn't do it like that. She's not got that K-pop idol thing going on. And also she doesn't summon whatever the dragon's name is. I am woefully unprepared for this, but the dragon one killed Jean at the start of the second game. So Bayonetta very specifically doesn't summon it anymore because either she doesn't trust it or she doesn't trust herself with it. It's actually some really interesting characterization. Oh, and I love that this has a stinger. I've always complained that if it was supposed to be the same one from Devil May Cry, why does it not have a stinger? And everything's just so over the top. It looks really good, but if I had to guess, I'd say that this is the introductory level. It's big, it's bombastic, there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's also in a city. Oh! It's in a city. It really reminds me of the introductory level from the last game. Huh. Alright, so that thing is clearly warping space, or it's warping the buildings around it. That's really interesting. And then we have perhaps the most interesting part, because we know who this is. Or, no, but we know what he does. So first of all, white hair, that's... okay, this isn't Virgil. It's just not. Nothing about this matches Virgil's design except for the sword and the white hair. But aside from that, he's got, most importantly, Cereza's little cat toy hanging from the hilt of his sword. So if I had to guess, I'd say that this is either Bayonetta or Jean from another timeline. That's ultimately where these games had to end up. I've thought that since the second one. There has been too much time travel shenanigans. This is the original trailer. There has been too much time travel shenanigans for them not to do a fixing the timeline game afterwards. And I think that's what this was going for, and that's what the new trailer has shown us as well. So this is a Bayonetta that was killed in one timeline. The one that we've seen in the new trailer is a Bayonetta who may or may not die. Honestly, I'm looking forward to a Spider-Verse, Council of Reeds type interdimensional alliance of Bayonettas and Cerezas. So I'm hoping that this one doesn't die, because she's adorable, if nothing else. But if I was going to start a story wherein it was someone hunting the same person over multiple timelines, I would start through the perspective of someone that's about to be killed. Which is a shame, because this is a really, really good design, and I hope that at least she's an optional character. But if I had to put money on it, she's dead. She's the introduction, she's the tutorial, and then she dies to up the stakes. One thing I really don't think is the case, and that I've seen going around, is that this is a direct line from the Cereza that we protected in the first game. The Bayonetta's time travel plot is, well, it's something. There are definitely adjectives to be used, most of them unpleasant. But the Cereza from that game is very specifically, I think, the Bayonetta that we've played in the first two games. That's why giving her the watch on the ribbon stopped Jean's dagger and protected our Bayonetta and just completely messed up that timeline. But that's why our Bayonetta has her memories back now, because, well, she negated her ever going into the coffin. I don't know why that doesn't bring back Luca's dad. Honestly, I think that the time travel in Bayonetta doesn't make a lot of sense, and I would really love if this game tried to tie all of the strange time travel stuff together a bit better. It works better in the second game. The first game is a bit odd. Oh, and the title is clearly hinting at, what with the broken, the multiple moons and the broken 3 and whatnot. It's clearly Shattered Timelines type. Yep, and all those symbols coming out. It's indicating multiple Bayonettas. It's showing its hand pretty well. Oh, I hadn't noticed it bending that building like that before. That's really interesting. I'm wondering what it is. Anyway, back to the big boy. Cut the screen. Come on, cut the screen. 2022, 5 years. I mean, I've got a friend that's still waiting for a Blood Rain sequel, so I suppose I can't complain. The white hair indicates that it might be an alternate version Jean, which would be fun. Really, I think the most interesting direction to take this is that it's an alternate version Bayonetta. It's Bayonetta, but if she was born as a Lumen Sage, you know? I mean, he's got Cereza's little cat. There's also a cat symbol on the handle of his sword, although you can't see it very well. No, you can see it there. There where I've paused it. And of course we've got the symbolism of the red moon, blood over the moon symbolizing Bayonetta, blah 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 blah. So yeah, he's clearly the one hunting them. And it can't be Virgil. I just want to emphasize this. And if you need absolute proof about that, remember that Devil May Cry is still in the hands of Capcom, who would not let this happen There's no Capcom logo. They would have stuck their logo all over this if they were involved. So no, this is definitely not Devil May Cry Bayonetta crossover. Even though I want it, I desperately want Bayonetta fighting alongside and against Dante, because I just think that would be a lot of fun. But no, this isn't it. This isn't what I've been waiting for. So yeah, that's more or less all the theories I've been able to pull out of this. They're going multiverse, they're going multiversal assassin type. I am curious as to what kind of powers this guy has, because it definitely looked like he had Radahn's powers. But honestly, I just don't see that being the most interesting place to take it. And then there, when he's disappearing, that looks a lot less like Radahn's flame. It looks like it there, but then that doesn't. Radahn's purple flames are very distinctive. Anyway, yeah, that's what they're doing. I'll definitely come back to this when the game's out, but my money on multiverse theory, multiversal assassin, the Bayonetta that we see in the trailer is going to die. This is also why Bayonetta's voice actor tweeted out that vague, "Oh, you may have to live with a Bayonetta not voiced by me" thing, because there's going to be multiple versions of them. And I'm really interested to see what they do with that. Yeah. Whatever they do, it's going to be fun.